Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to give you an update about school. So I finally decided on the title for this, for my master's degree, just things following me or the whole journey while I'm in school. So I'm going to call this series Midwife in the Making. So when you guys see that pop up on my channel, then you know that I'm talking about something about school, okay? So my first term is finally over and I am so relieved. So I have about 2.5 weeks to take a break and relax before the next term starts. Which isn't as bad as it sounds, because it's not like a regular undergrad where your whole term or semester is about, I don't know, 5.5 months or something. I think that's how it normally goes. But at my school, each term is about 11 weeks. So a 2.5 week break, I guess, is okay, so it's finally over. And I am happy to say your girl got a 4.0. Yes, I did. And you know what? I can truly be happy about that. Like, when I was in undergrad, I used to want to compete with myself and say, okay, I have to get a 4.0, or I have to get these grades because I want my GPA to look like this and this is this. No, this time I want it to pass, okay? These classes and doing school online is more difficult than what I thought. So the classes that I took was communication and intro to scholarly writing, and the second class was principles of health promotion. So the first class, intro to scholarly writing, is basically what it sounds like. We just basically learn how to write scholarly papers, because you're going to be doing that your whole entire matriculation in school. So of course, yes, we did write them in undergrad, but they wanted to make sure that everybody had the same foundation and the same basis to start on, which is great. Which was not that good for me. I really thought that I was an okay writer, until I started this class, and APA just doesn't like me. So if you guys don't know what APA is, it's a format of writing papers. It's a guidelines, a criteria to how your paper is structured. And it shouldn't sound as hard, or it doesn't sound as hard until you have to do it. And I thought I did okay in undergrad, but obviously I didn't. I don't know. So I struggled in that class. I started out pretty good until we got to the final research paper. And grateful for me, they kind of broke down our paper, so it wasn't something that we actually had to turn in all together, because I think I would have failed. But what they did was we had to turn in like an outline. Then we turned in our rough draft. Then we turned in a revision. Then we turned in like the bibliography or the end page. I don't know. I'm blanking right now. But we turned it in step by step. We got graded on it. We got revisions, chances to do revisions and things like that. So your girl ended up with an A, okay? So, which I was shocked. I worked my butt off at the end of the semester, because by mid-semester, I think not mid, all the way at the end, right when we turned in our first rough draft, my grade dropped from a low A to a C. And I know what you're thinking, a C is still passing. No, not at my school. A C is failure. Oh my goodness. So anything less than a B, you fail the course. So of course I was so stressed out. I was like, okay, I have these amount of assignments left. I have to get A's, so I was really struggling to really pass that class. So I think my goal was a B because I didn't think that I can boost it back up to an A realistically. I wanted an A, but I didn't think I can get there. So my focus was a B. or not, I wouldn't say my focus is a B. My focus or my goal, I wanted an A. But if I can at least get to a B and pass the class, I would be happy. I know it's a pen, right? Don't judge me. So yeah, I finished that class with an A. So the second class I took was Principles of Health Promotion, and basically, I guess maybe that class sounds the same as what it is. So it's basically applying principles and theories of advanced practice to healthcare of individuals. So we focused a lot on things like cultural sensitivities, social justice, ethical care. So yeah, basically it was a lot of that. So we had to do things like watch a video or read a book and identify ethical things behind, or apply different theories to what we observed in the book or the video. Let's see what else. We had a lot of quizzes and some writing. We did an assignment where we learned how to counsel different types of people. So we had to come up with a healthcare plan for us. So for instance, this was one of the big projects. So for instance, we had to come up with a health, let's see, how do I want to put this? Maybe a health issue that we wanted to change about ourselves. And we had to go about coming up with a plan on how to change it. You know, what would you say to these patients if they came, you know, if they identified these types of obstacles, or, you know, different things like that. Because it's easy to say, okay, you want to stop smoking. Stop smoking. It's easy to say that. But, okay, so how do you help them? You know, what do you say to them? What resources do you give them? And when the obstacles come up, how do you redirect their focus? So it may be easy to say, okay, put this patch on and read these books and go to this class here. However, you're not telling them, or you're not getting down to the initial problem of why they started smoking in the first place. So maybe it's a stressful job. Okay, so how do you go around that? How do you beat that? So, you know, we identified these things and we applied them with different theories. And that was basically it. It was pretty easy, but it wasn't as easy as as I thought. But I ended up with an A. I didn't really struggle too much in that class. It was just a lot of busy work. Well, not necessarily busy work, it was a lot of assignments. So just the whole meat and potatoes of everything. Online learning is I thought it would be a breeze for me because I never liked sitting in class when I was in undergrad or anything like that. But you have to really be disciplined. There are assignments posted and you don't have anyone necessarily reminding you. You have to go back to your syllabus and say, okay, this is due this day. What am I going to do? You know, you have to plan out your week. So my Erin Condren planner came in handy. Okay, when I say it came in handy, it came in handy. One of those little blocks at the bottom was designated for school. Okay, I had to give myself like soft due dates. So for instance, if I don't know, say for instance my rough draft was due on a Friday, I would make sure I would pencil in soft due date Monday, so that I would have the rest of the week for revisions, or at least to say, okay, this part is done, instead of working at the last minute. There were some times that I did get a little bit behind because my first semester or my first term was my first trimester and I wasn't feeling very well. So I had a lot of morning sickness, a lot of fatigue. So, you know, when I applied to school, pregnancy was, you know, it was not an issue. I wasn't pregnant then, so I wasn't worrying about that. So trying to, I don't know, deal with the pregnancy symptoms and going to school and, you know, taking care of my family was pretty hard. It was pretty hard, okay? So I take my hat off to all you mamas out there that are taking care of your families and in school. It is definitely 2 jobs, okay? So my tip to you guys, if you are in school, get yourself a planner. Get yourself a planner and find a way to kind of stay on track, okay? So I just registered for 2 new classes. Classes start in about, like I said, in about like a week, because I waited until I got my grades to be able to make this update. So about a week and a half, I think I have left for a break. I know in the beginning you heard me say I have 2.5 weeks, but that's how much we get in between each term. But you're seeing this posted a little bit late though, okay? I wanted to wait till I got my grades to be able to update you guys. So that's it for Midwife in the Making, and I may do another update at the beginning of the term and then go ahead and do one at the end of the term. So tell me what you guys prefer, an update at the beginning and the end, or just an update at the end. So all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining in. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Keep up with me. See what I'm doing. Be there with me when I graduate, okay? Be there with me when I struggle. Be there with me when I cry, okay? So I'll see you guys soon, and as always, bye-bye.